Hello from Indy. Well, as you can see, tore down the engine today. Just couldn't stand it anymore. I figured I'd get into it, and I'm glad I did. It's a good engine, but there's a few things I found that made me glad I dug into it. One thing I thought was really interesting, haven't seen this in a long time. Reconditioned for TRW. Reconditioned rods. Of course, they're all marked. They're all marked the same way. Yeah, let you look at it upside down there. Pull that out of there. So that's nice. Even though this engine was fresh, it has sat for a long time. It had the break-in run, then it was parked, and the rings were all seasoned up. So I'm glad I took it apart. I'll get everything cleaned good. I always tear down an engine. It's just not worth it. The few little things I found, I can fix now, and then it'll be a good, long-lasting engine. Crank is turned 20 thousandths under, but all the bearings are very nice. Every one of them's in good shape, so same with the rod and main bearings are good. So I will deburr this engine, turn it over, get in there, clean everything up, then I just go down to my machine shop, and I'm just cam bearings they're fit wonderfully, so I'm just going to have it hot tanked and brushed out, and then I'll bring it back and clean it up a little bit more here at home, prime it and paint it, and while that's gone, I'll get all this stuff cleaned up, put back in. Then I'll send him the heads, have him double check the heads, and the engine will be done. So this is going to be easy, for now, I should say. Check the cam. I mic'd it. It's a Mopar 509 cam. Has the Carter fuel pump on it, so that was nice. Of course, the rear main seal was leaking like crazy, so I'm glad I pulled the engine. Of course, I knew that before I pulled the engine, but so we'll get this. I'm just going to replace this. Somebody used the long oil pan bolts, busted through it, and so we'll replace that. Need to have my bushing burnished a little bit better. It fits too tight, so I'll have the machine shop fix that while he's got it. And just time to start cleaning. Lots of cleaning. So that's that. Underneath the car, I've got from the transmission cross member back, the underneath has been cleaned and detailed down there. It's very heavily undercoated, and that's a good thing, so I just left that. The trunk floor under the gas tank still had nice blue paint. Now I've obviously painted over that to even give it more protection so it'll last. But yeah, so the bottom of the car from the cross member back is done. I am going to just go ahead and do the brake lines and the fuel lines, put new ones of those in, and the underneath's done. And I should probably pull this rear end out and go through it. We'll see. It's middle of January already, right? So before you know it, spring will be here, and I'll be itching to get going. So, but yeah, I get this engine back together. So you think of the value of that. My machine shop, he'll charge me $175 to tank it, to clean it, to brush everything out. Do all that stuff for me. And to me, that's worth it to me. The block will come back very nice, very clean. And then, of course, I'll have to put new gaskets on everything. And then, so that's the cost of doing this, and it's very well worth it, I think. That way I can get all my gasket surfaces, use the gaskets I like, And so I think it's worth it when you get an engine, especially one that's been sitting for a while or something you don't know, just to go through it and spend the money. And then, I know I won't have a leaky rear main, and the oil pan won't be leaking and all that stuff. So then, once I get that together, I'm going to go ahead and pull the transmission and go through it. And, be nice to get in there and find out it's nice too, but we'll see. If not, I'll rebuild it. So, and then that would just leave the rear end, and we'll be pretty good to go. I mean, I'm just going to make this a driver, so just kind of getting anxious to, kind of getting spring fever. Oh, and I didn't even mention it to you. Those of you that are astute may have noticed there's different wheels and tires. You don't see these on Facebook hardly ever anymore. And a guy posted, so these are 15x8s in the back with 275/60/15 tires, which is exactly what I wanted. And then the fronts are 245s on a 15x7 wheel, and got a really good deal on these. I got real lucky. He posted them, and it was a mad dash, everybody wanting them. And I was lucky. I was the second. I'll take them. And the first guy that wanted them was from like Utah or something, and he couldn't get together the shipping. So anyway, I got them. Got lucky. Got real lucky. Just the luck of the draw on that. So yeah, that's one nice thing. So just a little bit of progress here and there. We'll get going on this. The one thing I am going to do different, this had that Felpro 1009 gasket, which is like 40 thousandths. And I've got one set left of new old stock Mopar replacement, the 20 thousandths steel shim head gasket. So I'm going to use that on this engine. So this should be, like 9.3, 9.4, somewhere in there. I mean, it's pretty much a factory engine. It's had a little bit of head work done. Of course, the 509 cam. It's 30 over bore. I think that's about it, really. Nothing else. Nothing really exotic about it at all. A factory, like the 68 GTX piston. So, however deep those are down in the hole. So yeah, that's it. Went through the oil pump, got it ready to go. Cleaned up the alternator, got it ready. Distributor's already done. Fuel pump's been gone through. It's just all the nickel and dime stuff that takes a long time. So anyway, that's where we're at. All right, later.